It takes us a lot of time and energy until we could figure it out. The secret behind is now listed on the slide. We're using the dry pressing technology to increase the density by using the 2-tower height equipment with 240 tons. We made it happen. It looks beyond your imagination. The density is pretty high in order to prevent the cracks or the crazy. Even by using this high tech, we do not have a lot of good products. The next is we're using the precisely crafted silicon carbide, and we have to use the great drill. The drill is made up of silicon carbide. Every 0.01 millimeter is precisely crafted. During the processing, after we are finishing one piece of the uni piece, we are going to change for a new drill. 7 days is the duration. After that, we're going to have a 10-hour polish until we have the product. And we have the fourth test. It's not that easy. It's really hard. It's going beyond your expectation and imagination. And now, price. Let's go back, have a look at the parameters of the configurations compared to the typical one. We have two major parts. The first is the unibody full ceramic body. It's really expensive. The second is the 8GB Super RAM. It's artwork. We had fierce discussion on the pricing. For the high cost, after rounds of calculation and discussion, we drew the conclusion. And I'm going to hear your feedback. We want to be the craftsman, and we are benchmarking with the top products. With the only purpose is to lower the price to have a wide range of presence. We want to reach out consumers as many as possible. Everyone from the whole market could enjoy the beauty of the new technologies. Now here is a unibody product, not just for you. It is a product, it is a smartphone in the future. It contains 18:9 full-screen display, full-sided curved ceramic body. Mr. Philippe Starck is invited to finish the design. He is a top and recognized industrial designer. We know he's a master. Now, a piece of video from Philippe.
Creativity, deep creativity, sometimes surprising, create the next standard, always.
Mix 的全面屏呢，突破了16:9的限制。去年的 Mix 1代呢，我们突破到17:9，今年我们进一步进化到18:9。
It's natural vision. It's also the natural frame of life. It's even the frame, the proportion of Renaissance, Leonardo da Vinci masterpiece.
我们在屏幕的视野和手机的握感中呢，取得了一个最佳的平衡。
It's a paradox. We have a wider screen, a bigger screen, but a smaller body. It's incredible.
我们思考的逻辑是未来世界该怎么发展，我们怎么通过不断的科技创新去突破现有的一些限制，来实现一个更完美的体验。
It's sometimes strange but good to take time to make the perfection. Just 7 days to create perfection.
我们终于梦想成真，做成了 Unibody 全陶瓷。
We are at the ultimate of dematerialization. Just removing a 0.1 mm seam in the new Mix 2 make it just magic. The purity of design of a unibody ceramic give us the feeling of a smooth purity of jade, the serenity of jade, quiet like a jade.
整个屏幕呢浮在玉上面，这呢就是我们想要的完美的感受。
The same fullness than the Chinese philosophy and also the same value than the next word. Why? It's because it's just more friendly.
835的处理器，8GB 的内存，全球频段，采用了小米6的主相机，4轴光学防抖，另外再加上导音式的微听筒，18:9的全面屏 ，Unibody 的全陶瓷，这些加在一起呢，使整个 Mix 2呢成了最强悍的小米手机。
We create the most powerful smartphone in the world. For now, we just create the absolute perfection.
我曾经说过，小米永远要做米粉心中最酷的公司。我们理解的酷，就是要不断的做出像小米 Mix 2这样独特的产品。小米 Mix 2呢是
Mix 2 is designed by Master Philippe Starck. After his work, he gave us the recognition. Mix is a nearly perfect smartphone. Today, we're very honored to invite Mr. Philippe Starck on the stage. Now let's welcome him.
Hello. See, are you okay?
I am okay, but the most important, are you okay?
OK， 我想代表大家呢问菲利普2个问
On
题
behalf
啊。
of all the audiences on site, I have 2 questions for you. The first question is,
Mix 2呢是它和小米
Mix 2
合作的第2款作品，它
is
是
the second product of partnership with Mr. Philippe Starck.
And the first one is, this is your second time of cooperation with Xiaomi, and how do you feel about it?
I feel very well, I feel very comfortable, because I have the deep feeling to work with the best company.
我这次感觉是非常好，然后非常舒服。小米是一个非常好的公司，然后可以继续合作。
The best company is a company who try to work a lot to give you the best, to give the best to everybody.
最好的公司才能给大家最好的产品，然后最好的技术。
That's why it's true. That's why human intelligence always try to give the best with the less. That means giving the best, the most powerful, the most faster, the most intelligent with the less materiality.
因为是最好的作品，所以呢，我们会有更多的设计。那在这一方面呢，我们是想把这个最强大，然后最智能、最好的产品，然后给它以最少的这个物质化、去物质化的方式呈现出来。
It's done. It's done. It's smaller. But it's wider. It's more intelligent. It's better for everything, for everybody.
这已经是我最好的设计了，已经达到我设计的巅峰。有这么大的屏幕，但是呢，更小的机身，让你这个手和手机的这种持握感觉更好。
The full screen, 18 by 9, is not an evolution. It's an addition, plus addition, plus addition of evolution that make a revolution.
18:9的全面屏呢，其实不是一个进化，是一个变革。变革呢是属于这个不断进化的一个叠加，所以我们今天呈现这样的产品。
Because 18 by 9, it's natural, it's human, it's our real proportion of landscape.
因为18:9这个比例呢是更加贴合自然的一个比例，让人们去在使用它的时候会感觉更加舒适。
That's why we can start to speak about harmony.
这个是为什么我们可以讲到这个手机呢是很和谐的，很完美的一款手机。
Harmony for the eyes.
和谐呢是贴近你的一个视觉上的一个效果。
Harmony for the ears with a new quality of sound.
和谐也是体现在你的耳朵和这么好的这个听筒设计上的一个表现。
And harmony for the spirit and for the hand with the unibody ceramic.
另外一种最重要的体现，和谐的体现呢，就是这个unibody 的全陶瓷的一体化机身。
When you feel it, it's magic.
当你感觉到它这个手机握在手的时候，它是一个魔法。
It's magic like an old Chinese jade, a type of serenity.
这个魔法就像这个所有中国远古时代的这个古代哲学，就像一块玉一样，你握在手里。
And you know, in a society where everything goes so fast.
在现实生活中呢，做任何事情是非常快的。
It's good to take 7 days to polish it.
所以呢。做一款陶瓷的话，用7天来烧制它，来完成它是非常好的、非常不容易的一件事情。
7 days to guarantee you the absolute quality.
用7天的时间创造完美。
7 days to guarantee you the perfection.
用7天的时间给你最好的手机，更完美的手机。
All this make me a big problem. The big problem for the next. What will be the next? Because this one is the peak of intelligence. This one is the ultimate.
所有的努力都是为了做最好的产品，给大家更进步的、更伟大的产品。
But you can trust her. You can trust us. You can trust him. We shall always find better and better and better to find the best.
你们可以信任我们，然后可以信任雷总，我们会创作更多更好的产品。
谢谢。我还有一个小问题。
Another question that I have.
Starck 呢跟我们小米合作了2代的产品，
Starck
跟我们公
has
司的很多
worked
工
with
程师
us
和设
on
计师
2
很熟。
models
你怎么看我们
and
小米
just
合
a
作
good friend with our engineers and
You
designers.
have been working with us since like 2 years ago, and how you feel about our engineer team and our product team?
You know, a product like that cannot be the design of only one person. It's the result of a team.
任何一个产品的设计呢，不是由一个人来完成的，都是由一个团队来完成的。
I work with many companies. I work with the best company of the world.
我跟很多的公司合作过，也跟世界上最好的公司合作过。
But I can guarantee you the best engineers are in Xiaomi. The best designers are in Xiaomi. It's true. It's true.
大家都听懂了，斯塔克先生说：“我可以向你们保证，全世界最好的公司、最好的团队、最好的工程师就在小米。”
And I have to thank them. I have to thank you because without you, without us, this miracle is not possible.
所以没有大家的努力，然后没有雷总的引领，所有的这些所做的产品是不可能实现的。
But the biggest surprise was I know Li Jun is a fantastic engineer.
我其实知道雷军呢是一个工程师。
I know he's an incredible guy of marketing with a vision.
我知道他是一个非常有这个远见的一个做市场的一个专业人士。
But he's also a design genius.
但是他确实是一个设计天才。
And it's a problem for me.
这对我是一个挑战。
Because finally, he's better than me.
我知道是大概是在恭维我，但是我听上去还是挺舒服的。Okay, Philippe, thank you. Take a picture.
Sounds really nice to the ears. Okay.
With pleasure.
把屏幕。
Ah, shit. Yes.
那我们这。OK。OK， 我让你们再看一下，好不好？
Take another look. The back, okay, very exquisite back. And I can't throw it to you. It will break. Okay, once again, thank you very much, Mr. Philippe Starck.
OK。这款手机的话呢，待会呢我们在外面有展示，大家仔细看。
We have an exhibition outside the stadium, and you can go and take a look of these phones that we launched today. So that's the launch of Mix 2, and another star of the day, Note 3. Yes, you're right. So this year in April, we launched Mi 6, which was well received in the market and still greatly demanded by the market. And people often say that it's picture perfect and it's. Some users complain it's hard to buy it because there is not enough supply, and they also say it would be better if the screen is larger, and that is why this time we launch a Mi 6, which is much larger than the previous model, and it has a 5.15 inch and 5.5. The previous one is 5.15 and this one is 5.5 inch, and it's made of a dreamy four-sided curved display and has metal frame and flat dual camera with a very slim body. is beautiful. And people often say that Mi 6 is really beautiful, and this is a larger Mi 6. And the favorite color for our male users said black, and we have four-sided black glass, and it looks seamless. And when we designed the phone, we used ultra narrow size. Well, iPhone 7 has 3.7 millimeter of size, but for us, ours is only 3.6 milliliters, and the chin is much smaller as well. And compared to Mix 2 and iPhone 7, the phone itself is one size smaller, but the hand feel is excellent. So if you like smaller screens, then go for Mi 6. If you like larger screen, then Mi Note 3 is your series aluminum alloy frame. So why 7 series aluminum alloy? Well, for Mi 6 we used stainless steel, but now we use the 7 series aluminum alloy. So why? Well, over the years we are manufacturing with metal in industry, and then there are 3 mainstream materials. First is 6 series aluminum, which is also used to some of our products, but there is a problem with the 6 series. It's easy to manufacture and it has a very nice appearance, but the rigidity and toughness is the problem. That is why now we replace that with 7 series, which is more difficult in manufacturing and higher in cost. But we are a team of engineers and designers. iPhone 4 used stainless steel, and so we think we can also design with stainless steel. That's why with the Mi 4 we used stainless steel, but we had a disaster with the supply of materials. A few years later, we thought it would be okay for us to use stainless steel in Mi 6, but there were a lot of complications in supply, including not enough supply from Snapdragon 835 and insufficient supply of stainless steel. Well, when stainless steel is used with four-sided curved ceramics and glass bodies, very difficult to make the rounded corners. Well, our goal is to have a side of only 0.1 millimeter, and that is very difficult. And now we want to make sure that the quality is not compromised because of manufacturing. So that posed a lot of challenges for us. And against that backdrop, when we designed Note 3, we decided to make sure there are always sufficient stock for the users. We want to deliver products to the users, and so that has been our priority over the past few months. So after careful deliberations, we decided to go with 7 series aluminum alloy. It is much easier than stainless steel and much better in quality compared to Series 6. We see that Oppo R11, Huawei P10 use 6 series, and Xiaomi 6 use stainless steel, and iPhone 7 Plus and Mi Note 3 use 7 series aluminum alloy. Well, it's easier to manufacture compared with stainless steel, and also it's lighter and tougher. So that's why we made a balanced choice considering the toughness, rigidity, and supply and stock. And we have a 3,500 mAh of battery, and compared with iPhone 7 Plus is 25 grams lighter. So then hand feel, the size, the weight are all very excellent. And later when you go to the exhibition outside, please try to feel it and feel the outstanding feeling in your hand. So that is a Mi Note 3. And also for the camera, we use the same dual camera modules as was used in Mi 6. So we have a 12 megapixel wide angle, 12 megapixel telephoto, and the same technology as Apple. We have twice optical zoom and it offers very good camera photos even in dim light, as well as blurred backgrounds, and we have 4-axis OIS technology. And so the hardware of Note 3 is absolutely the same as Mi 6 hardware-wise. And so now let's look at the reviews we have received. Well, in June this year, we asked the Naturalization Authority for a survey, and lots of photos were taken with the Huawei P10 and iPhone 7 Plus and Mi Note 3. So for the same scenes, the 3 phone models would take photos, and the photos will be uploaded to a platform for users to choose which one they like the best. Well, actually, 63% of users chose pictures taken by Mi 6, which means Mi 6 had better performance of photography. And after half year of recalibration and upgradation of the algorithms, the cameras of Mi Note 3 is even better, and I would like to give you a detail.
We provide the more accurate edge detection, and will provide you even better blurred background or the bokeh background. We know that we need to provide you good comparison. Now we're going to find out which photo is taken by us, which photos by our competitors. If we zoom large, Note 3 will give you better facial expression, better feelings, and better face complexity. We know that the difficulty in the camera is more about your personal feeling, and you don't have the exact parameters to calculate the figures. Each brand takes it for granted we did the best. But now we are hiring around 100 professional photographers to do the blind test. 100 professional photographers under 5px were invited. They did a voting. 72% of the professionals did say we did the best. Note 3. We're high on the rating. We're moving from 63% to 72% within 6 months. We did it very fast with great result. Xiaomi 6 will be receiving all the optimization of the hardware. We are changing tuning and algorithm. But still, a little problem is facing us. Xiaomi 6 is giving us the slogan of we are using the dual camera with optical camera, and we are having the slogan of improved dual camera algorithm with person perfect, with picture perfect, but now we're using a even more perfect. However, this slogan was not allowed by the law of the commercials. I will give you my new version, as the previous one was not allowed. By using Note 3, the person who is in the photo looks more beautiful. It's amazing. I did appreciate it. We still changed and optimized the tuning and the camera. I like it. I'm not speaking English, but I'm really good at Chinese. The person who's in the photo looks more beautiful with Note 3. We elaborated on the strengths of the Note 3. I'll give you some of the samples. Here comes a street photo in Taipei, quite natural. And we are targeting the specialized digital camera. In the Central Park of New York, you can distinguish the differences in the past, but now it's really an arduous task to tell the differences. We went to Venice Movie Festival. We take some photos for some stars. The lady, Madame Lu Jinshan, in the warfare too. Qi Wei in the movie Crash. Madame Jing Chen. He's a young star. The Chinese ambassador of Focus, Madame Xu Jiao, she went to and became the cast of the number 7 of the Yangtze River. How do you find the quality of the photo, the performance of our Note 3? Now here comes the configurations of the Note 3. We are using the Snapdragon 616 and we're using quantum high-end processor. We know that our competitors are also using this with good performance. We are using the 14 nanometer technology octa-core processor. Here comes the standardized 6 GB RAM. At this moment, 6 GB RAM will be weirder you, but we all know as a professional, within the last year, the cost of the RAM is skyrocketing. In this Q4, the cost will be increasing as well, and it will be maintained even in the Q1 of 2018. Now we are using 6 GB RAM, and we are a good company with great corporation responsibility. By using the 5.5 eye protection screen, it is our heritage to use 5.5-inch screen. Over the past 5 to 6 years, they were using different types of technologies, such as a negative LCD comparison and the Blu-ray eye protection screen, the one-night super dark screen, and 4096 smart blacklit modification. We hired a team to this specifically, and each of the technology has been worked out year after year. This is a multifunctional NFC. We did use it for the past 5 years, and we made advances. It supported the card, the transportation multiple in one card. All the transportation cards are getting standardized as long as you have one, as it supports the multiple card in one. Note 3 Mix 2, Xiaomi 6 will be giving you a great scan. Previously, we did support different types of transportation cars, back cars, and etc. The multifunctional NFC is moving ahead with its support to the transportation card. And here comes stereo speaker. Xiaomi Note 3 could be recognized as a bigger screen Xiaomi 6. It looks really amazing. We know that we're in an era where people do like things perfect and beautiful. The beautiful faces will be recognized by our smartphones as well. And here is one function, the face unlocking, the facial recognition. This is an AI-based facial recognition. Over the past 2 to 3 years, we made great stride forward. It's quite safe with efficiency. And in Xiaomi Note 3, we did launch this tag. Take it. It will turn it on with sex. Have a try. Let's find out speed. You take it in front of a face and your smartphone could be working. We did a test It is fast as the fingerprint unlocking. However, we need extra move to put your finger on the spot. Facial unlock is quite special when your hands are wet. We know that some persons have really shallow fingerprint, hard to be recognized by the smartphone. When you are washing your hands or when your hands are wet, it's really hard for the smartphones to do this. Now, you are having the wet hands, you will fail. It does not work. On other occasion, in the autumn time, it's really good, but in the winter time, we have a special gloves in the name of the touchpad gloves. By wearing the gloves, you are going to use the smartphones. But still, it looks awkward because the gloves will not help you to turn on your smartphone. Let's have a look. We're not going to use a fingerprint anymore. But by our smartphone, just stay close with our smartphone via your facial expressions. In Xiaomi Note 3, we did improvements on taking the selfie. We support 60 million front cameras. Any advantages from this side in the daytime? The selfies will make you look quite clear. In the evening, the selfies will help you to reduce the noises, and this is a 4-in-1 2 pixels with limited numbers of the noise. The 60 million pixel in the daytime will be having 400 composition pixel. 3 years ago, when Note 1 was launched, we are using 2 Xiaomi composite big pixel with good effects. But at that moment, we are just having 4 million, but our competitors was given 60 million, but actually the 400 million we have will giving the customer better experience with higher cost. It's about marketing. Actually, we are targeting the 6 million pixels with 2 Xiaomi camera. It's not only about pixels. 5 million, 8 million, 12 million, and 30 million. More importantly, we have to understand the size of each of the pixel. It will impact the quality of the photo. In Note 3, we're using 60 million pixels, while in the daytime, we have the 4 million composite pixels in 2 Xiaomi. And here comes the comparison between us and iPhone. Now, let's forget it. The selfie of iPhone was not that good. The domestic products is outperforming that of iPhone. Hardware is on one hand for smartphone. The other part is the tuning software, and we did a lot to improve the function of the beautification. This is the typical beautification result. Radical toning, radical smoothing. It looks quite blurred. At the end of last year, we did raise up a question. Are we going to take the job as a makeup professional to give you detailed and personalized makeup? It's really a complex side for all the steps to finish the makeup. We know this. Perhaps some of us know part of this. We know part of the steps. We know the lipsticks. We know the eyelash pen. We know that the facial masks. When I prepare the slides, I get something new. Have you ever heard the BB or the CC lotion? Or have you ever heard of the concealer? Step by step, I'm not going to read out all the names. Yesterday, I asked the help of several experts, but we are missing the eyeliner. But eyeliner is not included. We have at least 12 steps. We could go longer. As a technician, it's going to have us exhausted. Let us have AI beautification or adaptive beautification. Let the robots to learn. Let our smartphone become your personalized professional to have the makeup. We spent half a year to hit our objective. Now this is a primer. Why are you going to have this step? AI is going to identify different colors, and we are going to improve your complexion based on your status and going to develop different algorithms. And what about the function of the primer?
She's a bit yellowish, so she needs a purple primer. And for the lady in the middle whose skin is more pinkish, then she needs a green primer, and the lady to the right needs a natural complexion. Well, take a look. They all look prettier. So primer is very important. That's the moral behind the story. It helps to correct the complexion. And the second step, foundation. And for guys, it's like just adding powder to the face, but that's not it. It's not that simple. So first of all, you need to separate the face into different sections. There is the T section, and there is the cheekbones and the chin, and that's the best application for AI. So the TI can analyze for the T section around the eyebrows and the nose bridge. It needs less glossy lights, and then it helps to remove the dark bags. And the algorithm is so strong that it can remove the dark bags while at the same time, you know, keeping the lying silkworms. Do you know what lying silkworms are? So look at the traditional smoothing to the left, and look at ours. After it removes the dark circles, it actually keeps the lying silkworms, which is the symbol of beauty, and also concealers. We have a concealer function in the Beautify cameras. So the software helps to conceal the acne and pimples on the skin while keeping the details of eyebrows. And also for some local areas in the face, it helps to whitening and brightening the skin. So the skin will look very moisturized. And lots of Beautify cameras only focus on the face and forget the necks, and then it looks very strange. And our Beautify camera beautifies both the face and the neck. And we are attentive to details. For example, you can change the color of the iris as if you're wearing colored contact lenses. And also it has the function of adding lip glosses, lipsticks, while keeping the natural lines on the lips. And also for the thinning effects, we first establish a 3D model of the bone structure and set up 226 bone points, and then thin and slim the chin line naturally. And the face, after being beautified, wouldn't look artificial or triangular. And look at our effect to the right. It looks very natural, but the one to the left looks a bit triangular. So we did a lot of research into the Beautify function of the camera, and Robin Drew is the chief designer in our company, And he ranks the third in terms of handsomeness in our company. And after he put his photo into the Beautify camera, this is how he looks. And I was joking with him that you're so beautiful that your mom can't even recognize you now. So that's what a Beautify camera does to a guy. And that's the result of our half a year of efforts. So I realized the algorithm for a guy and a girl should be separate. That's why we came up with Beautify camera for guys. And first of all, for the bone structure, it needs to be more three-dimensional, and it needs to have the heart, have manly lines around the chin, and also the details of the beard or mustache should be kept. Only in that way will guys look natural after being beautified with the camera. And we have a video clip to introduce to you of our Beautify camera. Some samples taken by our Beautify cameras. Lu Jingshan, actress from Werewolf 2. It's like the photo is retouched. And Jin Chen, a selfie from Venice. Xu Jiao, selfie from Venice. I was very excited to see our effects because it was far beyond what I had expected. So how did we come up with the AI Beautify camera? Well, last year we established a badass team, and they are cross-disciplinary, and some of them have background in products, some in hardware and software, camera, algorithm, artificial intelligence, and design, and other sectors. So it is definitely the most badass team we have in Xiaomi, and they're really professional, and it is precisely due to the close collaboration between different departments and teams that we have achieved the AI algorithm for the Beautify camera, because the camera involves expertise in different disciplines, and they also need to learn how to do makeups. So we got the most professional makeup artists to train them, and the artists from Dongtian, which is a top fashion brand in China. And that's one of the perks we provide our employees. So how did they work around the AI for beauty camera? Well, every day, 100 million photos are taken by me users. And after we receive the photos, what we do is to hire a photo retoucher, a very famous one who usually works for celebrities, and he then retouched all the photos that were taken by our users. And this retoucher in the photo actually worked for Chen Man's studio. You know, he has been working on photos of celebrities for many years. Only when we have professional retouchers like him can we best improve our technology. So I think we definitely are the industry leader when it comes to Beautify camera in the world. And now let's hear from the team how they feel about working on the Beautify camera based on AI technology. Well, every year photos taken by Mi phones are over 100 million. Most of them are portraits. So last year we set a goal, which was to make a phone that can take best photos, especially best portraits. Optical zoom dual camera. We are a company that are constantly exploring, and we use optical zoom with dual cameras. Well, we need to solve a lot of problems. We went to the US and co-developed with Qualcomm for 3 months, and we overcame all the difficulties. And the difficult part is that we have telecamera, and we want to make sure that it doesn't pop out. And Xiaomi is the first company that can have 4-axis OIS on a smartphone, and we have an anti-shaking motor, and we optimized 0.1 millimeter to 0.1 millimeter. And in the end, we installed optical zoom-based dual camera, and the whole phone is a sleek surface. Nothing pops out, and the recalibration of the hardware shows the standards of the phone. Well, I took photos in Beijing at different times of the day, and behind every photo there are tens of millions of pixels, and we optimized and retouched pixel after pixel. That was hard work, but good photos came from such kind of retouching. Well, front cameras are closest to our users. I keep thinking that maybe we should start from cameras that are closest to the users and make sure they are the best. And people look different. The difficult part is how to make sure everybody looks the best, and we used artificial intelligence, and we have 226 bone tracking points on the face, and we established 3D models before photos taken, and the AI will analyze your face and recognize your gender, your age, your bone structure, and whether what you have in your eye is the dark circle or the line silkworm, and whatever and however your face looks, the AI will adapt to the beautify function to your face, so it's adaptable. When we did something really amazing once, we introduced the best team from over in China to help us with makeup training. Well, think about it, we are programmers, and now we have to pick up eyebrow pencils, eyeliners, and put makeup on each other. And so when we were doing the blind testing, some users said, after I take photo with the beautify camera of your phone, I feel like I just did a facial mask, and I'm really proud that I made the camera. So but the users have the final say as to whether or not the cameras are good. But when it's very difficult to interpret beauty because everyone is different, but we start step by step, and it takes at least 1 or 2 or even 3 years to make sure the hardware is ready. And every day we take there are 100 million photos taken by our phones. If they like the photos, then we receive 100 million comments. If they don't like the photos, we receive 100 million critics. So it's a great journey, and we feel great sense of achievement when we see the smiles from our users.
So
the AI-based beautify camera is much more complicated than it looks, but this time we're determined that the AI beautify camera must be top of the art, and that is why we have invested so much, and the result, which is very gorgeous. And for such a gorgeous phone, we need a gorgeous spokesperson. So in the end, we decided to invite Chris Wu as our spokesperson, and on Weibo, the Chinese microblog, I saw that and they are very they really welcome the launch of the phone. But Chris Wu is now on a business trip in the US. That's why he can't be here today, but he has a video message for us.
我们再一起看一下宣传海报怎么样？
The poster. Do you like it?
这是最后我们市场部没用我的创意。
Our marketing department didn't take my suggestion, so this is our slogan, which is beautiful selfie and prettier portraits. And so Chris Wu took millions of great selfies and photos with our smartphone.
这个广告。
I do adore this slogan, especially the period, the special period.
最后呢，我们也决定选这一张。
So we decided to take this photo to be our main poster for roadshow.
这个也请吴亦凡呢专门拍的。
Chris Wu is also working with us
自
to
拍
shoot
美
this
还是
video.
拍人更美？
Are you going to take selfie, or are you going to believe that you are going to take a beautiful photo?
小米 Note 3
Xiaomi Note
1600
3
万美
with
颜自拍，
16
拍出
million
清晰
pixels
自然美
will be giving you clarified, natural, and gorgeous results.
，2倍变焦双摄，
And
梦
we
幻
have
版
the
的背景虚
double
化。
dual camera with
小米
optical
Note 3自拍美，拍人
choices,
更美。
and we're going to have great selfies as well as good photos.
帮我再播一遍，只有30秒，帮我再播一遍。
It's like 30 seconds, and we're going to replay it. Are you going to have a great result of the selfies and taking photos?
小米 Note 3
Xiaomi Note 3
1600万美颜
with
自拍，
60
拍出
million
清晰
pixels
自
will
然
give you clarified, natural, and gorgeous photos.
2倍变焦双摄，梦幻版的背景虚化。
We have the dual camera with optical zoom. They're going to give you the dreamlike photos.
最后一个环节是
The last round is also about the revelation of the price.
再回顾一下小米 Note
Let's go
3
back and to see all the figurations.
小米6
And it is a bigger Xiaomi 6
1600万
with
美颜跟链接。
the 60 million pixel AI beautification function, IR blaster, facial recognition, unlocking stereo speakers, 5.5 display with reading mode, under-glass fingerprint sensor. Again, the dual camera with optical zoom, the Snapdragon, and 6GB RAM, the 7 series aluminum alloy metal frame and full-sided curved glass body.
要比吗？
Now let's do a comparison.
挑一款。
I'll choose one.
我觉得小米 Note 3配置高在一个是6GB 内存器。
Now we have the 6GB RM. As long as we know that the cost of the memory is pretty high, the second advantage lies in the camera. Again, we have the dual camera with optical zoom, and we have the NFC as well as the full-sided curved body, glass body. Their price is 2,909, and we are at 2,499.
这个价钱是在今天
It's worthwhile.
狂涨的情况下是
Now the memory is really skyrocketing, and we could maintain the retail price. We have 3 options for you: 6GB plus 46GB light black and 4G 12GB light black. They priced at 2,499 and 2,899 respectively. The most expensive one is 2,999.
其实这张照片也挺帅的，
It's really handsome,
我好像不太喜欢红色。
but I'm not a fan of the red color. Which one do you prefer, the blue one and the red one?
这一张
Red one.
选我拍的
Oh,
可以啊，我希望你们
you prefer the one I did the photo. And perhaps next time I will be the spokesperson.
我的身价比吴亦凡高很多。
The reason is I'm more expensive. Then the marketing department failed to pay me, so I decided to ask Chris Wu to take my place. Now here comes the most suffering period. opening purchase. It's been for the past 6 to 7 years since I did Xiaomi. Prior I did this, I have good reputation in the market. Ever since I did the job, I was blamed, I was criticized for the reason of open purchase. And the microblog, this photo was very popular. I'm the big brother. I'm a tough person with limited choices of the products. 2 days ago, I did a survey on the pricing 4,000 above. And among the almost 1,000 audiences, 2 made a comment, "You give me the product right now." I did apology to all of you. We are a company of no more than 7 years of the history. It is a startup company. We need to prepare a lot of inventory, but it's really hard for us to do this. Before the launch, only Apple and Samsung could do 10 million units in inventory, but we did make progress continuously. We are not doing this so-called hungry sales. Over the previous years, we are not that strong in manufacturing or holding the smartphones. Yesterday, we took photo in our warehouse. Probably, it will run out of sales immediately, but in the past 6 years, we did make progress. I do appreciate all the support from the hardware development department. One of the officials, Mr. Yan, is with me. I do appreciate his support, and Vice President Mr. Zhang Feng from the supply chain is also worth my respect. Such a big number of inventory is materialized. For their support, in the morning of 10th September, they did give me the number. Not very big, but they filled these storehouses. Xiaomi Note 3 will be for purchase tomorrow. Tomorrow, you'll be having the smartphone. 8 o'clock in the evening, you're going to take at most 1 unit. 8 o'clock in the evening, if you are lucky enough to log on our website, in the 2 o'clock of tomorrow's afternoon, you'll have it. Some information for Mix 2. Mix 2 is a full-screen display 2.0 disruptive technologies, get new involvement. It's all about screen, and it's for the global band. It's really expensive. It's Mix 2. For the first launch Friday, this Friday. On September 15th, in the morning of 10 o'clock, it's going to start sales, and in this evening, 8 o'clock, we take your order. Also, the same rule, 1 person, 1 unit. Xiaomi Mix 2, the special edition, will be launched in this November. I do hope that the better the product, the later it will come. It's worthwhile you're waiting. Now, as the last part of my presentation, I'm going to give you some of the gifts and souvenirs. Mijia, thank you to be our sponsor for a long while. The first gift, Mijia, we have finely crafted the school toolkit. It's your great companion, whether you are stay home or go for traveling. For a technician, it's really finely crafted screwer. At the price of 99, Wiha is a brand. It is made in Germany, and we could say it is a luxury brand among the screw plate. And we are providing the aluminum alloy container, 24V hard drillers, and great aluminum alloy handles. It is a Rolls-Royce, the luxury car brand. The second gift, major eye health parameter, is for non-contact purpose. It was born for detecting the fever. If you are developing fever, please take our product. Eye Health Major Barometer is also your daily companion, be you are at home or go away. Place it in the mid of your forehead. The result will be collected. They are really outstanding, and I do appreciate their sponsorship. Okay, let's go back and walk through the three products. Xiaomi Mix 2, Xiaomi Note 3, and Xiaomi Mix 2. And Xiaomi Pro, the notebook, and we have the exhibition area at the corridor. At the end of this presentation, please join us and have a closer look. If you do like it, please help us to send photos in the friend circle of the WeChat. Thank you very much for attending us. Now we are done.
本次发布会到这里就全部结束了，感谢大家。
Now we are going to conclude our launch conference. Please leave by order at the square. We have the exhibition area. You could have a closer look and have a try for the three new products. Please join us. And you could take all the gift box at the reception. Please enjoy your stay.